Last night we were in Wildwood for the 53rd annual Dutch Hoffman Memorial Lifeguard Races. Chief of the Wildwood Beach Patrol, Steve Stocks, did a wonderful job. And I got a chance after the race to talk to a few people, some of the racers. And I'll tell you what, man, what a great atmosphere last night in Wildwood. The after party was a lot of fun. And I got my Wildwood 2023 Beach Patrol shirt on that I'm wearing. If you check out the YouTube channel, go to my website, thelockerroombillyschweim.com. You can watch us there on YouTube. I'm sporting the Wildwood Beach Patrol shirt, and I want to thank Dan Adams and my co-host Dan Adams and Jack Brooks did a great job as we broadcasted live there. But on Wednesday night was the 15th annual Cape May Point Women's Lifeguard Challenge, and this is one of the best races, most competitive races of the year. And Kristen Moorby, who's the race director, she's also on the Cape May Point Beach Patrol, and she's the race director there. She covered the race. She runs the race, but she also covered it for us on ESPN, the locker room here. And without any further ado, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Kristen Moorby. Hello, Kristen.
Hey, Billy. How are you?
All right, Kristen. It was a great night last night. Beautiful weather, and it was a lot of fun seeing everybody out there at the Dutch Hoffmans.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great race. Great night for racing after a hot day for sure. I saw a lot of the competitors there that were also at the Women's Challenge and the Point on Wednesday night. These girls are tenacious. I mean, they're just getting after it every other night now. But it was a great night. And Wednesday night, just to recap. We had our annual event, and it's a 1.3-mile soft sand run, right into a 1-mile paddle, right into a 400-meter soft sand run, right into a half-mile swim. And it was the closest race we've had in 15 years. Lexi Sanner from Ocean City Beach Patrol and Jenna Parker from Harvey Cedars Beach Patrol both have been champions in the past. Jenna 5 times, Lexi 1 time. They were battling it out the whole time. Stroke for stroke coming in on the finish, and Lexi edged out Jenna to win by 3 seconds. It was a really exciting night. Ocean City coming in big, Harvey Cedars, obviously we love having them, but also can't forget to mention Wildwood Crest and Cape May Beach Patrols. Wildwood Crest won the team title with Adrian Bolello, who got 3rd, and Maddie Priest, who got 7th, both really strong paddlers. And actually all 4 of Wildwood Crest girls were in the top 15. So they came in real big. And then Cape May got 2nd place team overall with Maddie Bickford getting 5th and Lindsay Frenia getting 9th. And Brigantine City was our 3rd place title with Grace Emig and Megan Winterbottom. But a lot of these girls' names you're hearing all the time. I mean, these are your strongest women on the East Coast. I mean, they're just good at everything. They know the skills that are required for the job, and they're just amazing athletes. So it was just a really competitive, great night, and to see everyone supporting one another and then camaraderie. Just a huge shout out to all of them. It's a grueling race. So
yeah, I'll tell you what. And some of the girls participated last night at the Dutch Hoffman as well. They had time to recover. I mean, it was only like 3 days, and they're right back at it. Hey, Kristen, let me ask you this question. We noticed last night that in the run, some of the girls were wearing sneakers, and even the boys, and some weren't. Is there an advantage to wearing your sneaker or going barefoot? What would you say?
You know,
they're in the sand.
I'm not a runner by trade, but I some of these guys that are, track and cross country runners, I think they're more comfortable in their shoes. And there may be a little advantage, but I'll be honest. I mean, some of these guys that were barefoot and girls, I mean, they were just as good. They were up there. So I think it's just a personal preference, really.
We're talking with Kristen Moorby. She's the race director at the Cape May Point Beach Patrol. Now, Kristen, you had an opportunity to interview Lexi Santer. We'll go ahead and play that interview right now.
Okay, I'm here with the individual winner overall in one of the closest finishes we've had in race history here at the 15th annual Cape May Point Women's Challenge in Cape May Point. Lexi Santer of Ocean City Beach Patrol. Tell us about the race. How did you feel, and what was the hardest part?
Honestly, there was no part in the race where I was able to catch my breath. Everything was challenging. The worst for me is always the run, especially once you pass the crowd that first time and you still have half the run to go. It's a long race ahead of you still. It's hot, it's grueling. But this year was a little bit nicer because we were able to run in that packed sand. But it was a really interesting race the whole time, and I always had Jenna in front of me, and I was just chasing her till the very end.
Awesome. Well, congrats. It really was a close race. You guys were arm in arm on the swim for the finish, so congratulations on your win. Reporting for the locker room on 97.3 ESPN, I'm Kristen Moorby.
Outstanding job, Kristen. And, I got to tell you, last night, watching all the competitors, not just the girls, but watching all the competitors, we were in the tower right next to the finish line, and just to see the guys and gals getting out of the water, Kristen, the expression, you remember the old ABC, the human drama of athletic competition? You saw it in their faces. It was cool to be that close.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of grit, and these guys give it their all. There's no doubt about it. It's an all-out, fight to the finish for sure. It was really great to watch last night. There were some really close races last night too. Actually, in the paddle, Grace Emig and Adrian Bilella, I don't know if you saw the finish, but they fought it out, and it came down to the run up to the finish line. Both those ladies were in our point challenge on Wednesday night. I was talking to Adrian and her mom for a while, and then Adrian turned around and did the swim, and we have Katie Collins out of Wildwood who did the paddle and the swim, and also the point challenge on Wednesday. These ladies they're ready. They're ready for anything.
I got to tell you, I was very impressed last night. Now, you also got an opportunity to talk to the Wildwood Crest team that won. Let's go ahead and play that interview.
I'm here with Adrian Bilello and Maddie Priest of the Wildwood Crest Beach Patrol. They are the team winners for the 15th annual Cape May Point Women's Challenge here down in Cape May Point tonight. Adrian and Maddie, did you guys have a strategy going into the race?
I think for me, my running's gotten stronger over the past few years, so I really wanted to push myself in the run this year, which kind of helped me out. I was able to place myself at the top of the pack going into the paddle, which was good. So I think just going harder in the run was my strategy.
I agree. I run throughout high school, so just knowing that running is kind of like my strong suit. I went into it today thinking that I wanted to make up more ground on the run and then just see what happened with the rest of the race, because I'm pretty decent at paddling too. So I just wanted to put my efforts into the run and then see what I have in the paddle, and then whatever happens in the swim happens in the swim.
Awesome. Well, congrats, ladies. You guys did awesome. And first place team here, Wildwood Crest Beach Patrol. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
So Wildwood Crest, Cape May Beach Patrol came in second, and then Brigantine City Beach Patrol came in third. Kristen, I want to thank you so much for coming on today and sharing what the girls did with us, and we'll look forward to working with you again. I really appreciate you.
Sounds great. Enjoy the rest of the season.
All right, there she is, Kristen Moorby, the director of racing for the Cape May Point Beach Patrol on the Maserati the Mainline Sports Hotline. Last night was an outstanding race. Once again, Dan Adams and Jack Brooks and I called the race on 97.3 ESPN last night. The winner was Avalon. They had 20 points. Then Brigantine and Wildwood Crest tied. And the only reason that Brigantine got second is because they won the doubles. They finished higher at the doubles. So the total was Avalon 20. They were the winners, Brigantine and Wildwood Crest. AC came in fourth, and then Seattle City in fifth. And I'll tell you what, the competition is second to none, and it's free. You go on the beach and watch it.
It's a great night.
Bring a cooler down.
Great night out.
It really, really is. And like you heard Kristen say, the effort that they put in and
the practice. Remember the practice together.
You just can't just show up and
no
do
one's
this.
getting paid. They're doing this
exactly,
for the
Mike
love
Garland.
of it.
They're doing it for the love.
Yeah.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party? Tonight's night in Venice. Make sure you have everything you need. You're fully stocked. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver at Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. There's a new wind blowing at Maserati, the main line. The all-new Maserati Gregale midsize SUV has officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the main line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it for yourself. With class-leading space, advanced driving, and technology features, the Gregale makes every journey a thrilling experience. From your daily commute to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale elevates every moment into something truly special. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. Ask for Michael Pileggi to schedule your test drive today. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more of the Beach Patrol Report. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennick right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The hunt for October continues on ESPN Radio.
Another home run for Baltimore here in the inning.
While the Baltimore Orioles have fought their way to the top of the AL East, the Yankees are right in the thick of the wild card race, and they go head-to-head in Baltimore this weekend.
Throw to the plate, and he's out at home.
The Yankees and Orioles. Coverage begins today at 6:30 Eastern and tomorrow at 6 Eastern.
Listen to Major League Baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan, again and again. Call Lenigan.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around, with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Experience a culinary journey like no other at Trio North Wildwood. Chef Gus Zimmerman creates mouth-watering dishes that showcase the freshest ingredients with something for everyone, including gluten-free options so that all can indulge in the wonderful cuisine. From their juicy pork chop to their savory crab shrimp cakes, every dish is prepared with care and precision. Book your table on Resi and experience the ultimate casual fine dining experience at Trio North Wildwood, 700 New Jersey Avenue, North Wildwood. Chef-driven, quality-focused, TrioNW.com.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live here at the Tom's River Auto Group studio. Billy Schweim, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennick, as we get ready to continue the Beach Patrol Report brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue. Knowledge, experience, integrity, dedication for rental and sales. Call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguarding news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Alumni Association, celebrating 125 years Right now on the line with us, let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in our good buddy. He helps us all summer long with the Beach Patrol Report, John McShane. Good morning, John.
Morning, Bill. Morning, guys. How we all doing?
We're doing great, John, and we had a wonderful night last night. Great racing down there at the 53rd Dutch Hoffmans in Wildwood. Chief Stocks and Ed Snyder did a great job, and Chris Callahan. You know how hard it is to put on a race, John.
It is, and they did a fabulous job. They had the thing organized. What impressed me, and I got out for a little row this morning with John McCann, who served as their captain back in the 80s and 90s, and we noted that they just kept things moving. They got 6 events in, and it was like 10 of 8, quarter of 8 when the singles was finished.
John, it was 8. John, it was 8 events.
Yeah, 8 events. I'm sorry, you're right. You're right. Miscounted. And they got them all in. As one was getting finished, they were ready to go with the next one. It kept things moving. Very fan friendly. You could see what was going on, and there was some great racing. And last night, Bill ran the gamut. We had rowing, we had swimming, we had paddling, we had it all. And Avalon came out on top on the strength of their running and swimming, and there were some great individual performances by almost every beach stroll that was represented there. Had some outstanding races.
Now, John, in the men's swim, Dolan Grisbaum has dominated the swim over the last couple of years. And last week at the Kerr Memorials, he just literally walked in. He was so far ahead. Not this week. He got pushed, and the expression that the look of determination when he got up out of the water, it was a run, John. It was a sprint to the finish line. You get out of the water, you gotta like kind of hop, not dolphin, I guess, but high knees out of the water.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
man, it was a race.
Get the knees up, and that's part of the training. The in and out, that is also part. You just don't plop in the ocean and swim. And he proved that he's been putting his time in and work. Now, as we get closer to the end, we're down, of course, now to the final 2 weeks of the season. The swimmers in particular are going to start to taper off a little bit. They're still going to train hard, but perhaps not as often and as long as they have been. And I think you'll see some of these guys, their performances actually get better as we get into next Friday and the Friday after.
You talk about Vassar, Dolan Grisbaum, Jack Christian from Seattle. You got some competitors, Boucher from Longport. You got some swimmers now. Atlantic City last night really impressed me. You remember now, we're only going to go the next 2 races with 3 events, the singles, the doubles, and the swim. So things will change because the points that scored last night are not going to be able to be scored next week. You know what I mean? Like
Correct. And if you look at what Atlantic City scored last night and how they did it, they put themselves in a great position for both the Margates and the Jerseys coming up.
Now, Sean Blair, he caught an outside break. He was in the middle of the pack and just blew by everybody into his first place finish. Now, you said John McCann. He's obviously a sponsor. He sponsored the race last night. He sponsors the Beach Patrol Report every Saturday with us. He also has a daughter that is reporting for us now. She did a great job. I gave her the mic. I said, you've been on the Beach Patrol. Myra McCann, his daughter, John's daughter, she interviewed Sean Blair after the race. Let's play it.
All right, everyone, this is Myra McCann Lab here with Sean Blair after an awesome doubles win. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was a hard race. Just got lucky in the end. We turned the flag, probably at 4th place behind Brigantine, Longport, Margate, and then we turned. And it was a battle the whole way in. We walked on Longport a little bit. We're trying to gain room on Brigantine and Margate. And we just got lucky with the waves, and it was able to help us get the victory tonight.
That was one wave. I bet that was one of the best waves you've ever had, right?
It was definitely a good race. It felt good to have one at the end of the race after that hard pull. It was definitely relaxing after, having a high heartbeat for about 15 minutes. It's a nice little break on the way in.
All right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is Myra McCann-Ladd on 97.3 ESPN with The Locker Room.
How about that? She did an excellent job. But
a star is born.
A star is born. And I told John, I said, your daughter's a natural, man.
Yeah, she's good. And did you notice what Mr. Blair said there twice? That, yeah, we got lucky. But that's part of racing. And, that is part of ocean racing, that you are putting yourself in a position to take advantage of the waves on the way in.
Ocean City's rower, Tyler Smith, I believe it is, right?
Yes.
He was doing really well, and then he got knocked off. He lost an oar. And once you lose an oar, Carlin, you're dead in the water. You can't row. You got to have an oar.
Right.
But
I mean, they carry a spare, but you got to get that spare out. And at the end of a close singles race like last night, it's too late. But unfortunately, but that's what happens. The good, bad, and the ugly happens, especially last night, the way the wind had picked up by the time the singles had started.
John, we noticed during the broadcast last night, there's new blood. There's a whole new crew that's going to push the old guys. And when I say old guys, Sean Duffy's getting up there. Mike McGrath has been around for a long time. Vince Grenice, he didn't even row last night. It's a changing of the guard, John McShane.
Yeah, think back to not that many years ago, Bill, when we first started doing this, and especially with the live events. If memory serves me, for the most part, Duffy and McGrath are the last of the Absecon Island crews that we saw on a regular basis, whether singles or doubles, that are still racing. You've got new guys in Atlantic City. When I say newer the last year or two, but they did win the jerseys last year. You've got a newer, younger singles guy, but he also rows doubles down in Sea Isle, and he's rowing with a vet. So that's
and Danny Rogers. Hey, John, let me interrupt you there. Danny Rogers of Sea Isle, he got a third last night, and he's won some races. He won the Bastion Callahans, and he's been, he won a jersey a couple years ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's one of the younger guys that you're talking about. You got the guys from Brigantine, the Seville brothers.
Yeah, Jack and Joe Seville.
And
Margate, Hayden Smallwood, Bob Bechtel. Yeah, these guys are all. I mean, the race was outstanding last night, and then Myra got an opportunity to interview. I think it was Grace Emick, and she did it in the paddleboard. Let's hear
paddleboard.
Yeah, that was great. Let's hear that.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. This is Myra McCann-Ladd again with 97.3 ESPN, The Locker Room. I'm here with Grace. She just won the paddleboard. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How was the race?
It was good. Wildwood is always an interesting race. They have a far sandbar, so the start's always a little tough, but I think I had a really good start and kind of played my moves smart, getting first to the buoy. So it was just having to keep that lead. And I know the woman who was right behind me, Adrian, she caught a wave, which made me a little nervous.
Yeah.
But that sandbar, you can just get up and run. So
that was an awesome finish, I have to tell you. That was a nail biter for everybody in the crowd. So it was the wave and the sandbar. That was the key to the finish.
And I know the ocean's always unpredictable. I mean, that's ocean racing. You never know what's going to happen. But she had a great race. I feel like I had a really good race. So I'm happy with it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And I got to tell you, in the paddleboard, Carlin, on the way out, these girls they got rocked because there was a swell coming in. The tide was going out. So when the tide changes, you get a little swell.
And she was talking about the sandbar.
Yeah, the sandbar and everything. So she came out, and I want to throw a shout out. How about this? Chloe Kerr. I know her mom, Toby. She's friends with the family. We were friends with the family. And she finished fourth for Ocean City, John McShane. She did a great job.
She did. She was right in there, and that was a battle, right up until the end. And as Miss Emick mentioned, it's very unpredictable, and especially the way those conditions were. I mean, the conditions from beginning to end was quite a difference.
Yes.
And so the later we went on into the evening, the more things changed. Almost every event there was like something new to contend with for the racers.
I want to thank John McCann, Surfer Supplies in Ocean City, Blitz's Markets, Blitz's Market on 21st in Asbury and Ocean City, and of course all campus for sponsoring the race last night. So we were able to bring it to the listeners, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. My brother said, listening to the race, it was like you were there.
He was there.
You know what I mean? It was like you were there at the race, and so, but it was also the competitiveness. It was so close. It was exciting, and I'll tell you what, man, you can't beat in the summer going down on the beach on a Friday night watching some of these racers. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and we've still got, well, of course, the
Margate's
the
next
second
week
and third leg, and then of course we got the Gowdy Rescue races to follow up on that. Which is that's a great event. I do want to mention, Bill, Monday night, this coming Monday, is the Upper Township 6 Mile Row off the Deauville. Some guys call it the Deauville Row. It's a charitable event. I would imagine the entries are almost full now, but it's open to, of course, current lifeguards, veteran lifeguards. They have several different categories. They have masters categories. They have mixed doubles categories. I was participating in that race several years ago for a couple of years. It's a great event, especially because it's a charitable event, but it's open, and they get quite a crowd for that one. And from my personal experience, that's a brutal race because of the flies in the back bay up there at Sea Isle. It's like you're going to get, if the wind's blowing wrong, they're going to carry you away.
All right, John.
So that's coming up Monday night. We're basically through 3/4 of the season now. Things remaining, that the Around the Island Row, which is the following week. Of course, the Margate's coming up next Friday. Jersey's.
You'll be with us, right, John? At the Margates?
I will be there.
And you'll be with us at the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships in Margate as well?
Absolutely.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Outstanding job, and of course, the summer's flying by, Carlin. I mean, you get to the Margate Memorials, man, and
it's almost over.
It's almost over. But, John, we really appreciate you, and thank you so much. And
right,
also,
you guys
how
did
about
a great job last night? So, Dan, Jack, Bill, you guys were in fine form.
Yeah, listen, and I want to thank Kristen Moorby for contributing, and I also want to thank Myra, John McCann's daughter. She did an outstanding job, and I really appreciate. Thank you, John.
I think you may want to find out what Myra is doing next Friday night.
I told her, I said she's hired.
Okay.
All right, there he is, John McShane.
We get the same rate, right?
She's going to get double your rate, John.
Oh, okay.
All right, John. Thank you. We'll talk
All right,
to you.
guys.
All right. There's John McShane on the Maserati of the Mainline Sports Hotline.